Going back to school is boring. It's pretty obvious what you need: a backpack, pencils, notebooks. That's really it. Except this is common knowledge, and that's exactly what everybody else is going to be getting. And you don't want to be like everybody else. So you need some things that are life-changing. And most of these things are little things that nobody else thinks to pick up. I'm going to be showing you exactly what to get to not only make your life easier going back to school, but to stand out from everybody else. And we're going to be getting a little help from today's video sponsor, Hollister, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's focus on the first thing that you need to do, and that is get some white teeth. No, I don't mean veneers. I mean buying products that make your teeth whiter. So the ones that work best for me so far in this exact order is going to be teeth whitening from the dentist, Crest whitening strips, baking soda toothpaste, and it also so happens to be that that list is from the most expensive to the least. I've noticed in my own personal experience, the more you spend, the better it'll work. Now, let's be real. When I was in school, I did not have money to spend to go to the dentist and get some teeth whitening procedures. That costed me around 350 bucks, which I get is completely steep. So the next best thing would be those Crest whitening strips. These are around 50 bucks, which I know is still a little bit pricey. This one works wonders and is one of my favorite purchases that I make from time to time. So to this day, I still use Crest whitening strips, and it makes a world of a difference. And from time to time, I use some baking soda toothpaste, one from Arm & Hammer's or whatever it's called. Just know it's not as effective as the other ones, but for the price, which is around 5 bucks, you really can't go wrong with it. Now keep in mind, I'm not a dentist. I'm just telling you what works for me when it comes to whitening your teeth. I will say though, for me personally, I noticed that I try not to do them so much, otherwise my teeth get really sensitive, and it doesn't matter how white your teeth are. If you're struggling with sensitive teeth, it sucks and it's not worth it. So again, only from time to time. Next thing you need is a clothing haul, specifically from Hollister, which is today's video sponsor. Look, Hollister is the place to be when it comes to back to school shopping, not only because these pieces are great, but also for the affordable prices and the sales that are going on for the back to school season. And I've been telling you for the longest to check out Hollister, and right now is the best time to do so. From hoodies, cargos, jeans, and so much more, they have you covered from pretty much anything you need, from the basics all the way to pieces that are going to make you stand out and dress better than everybody else at your school. As much as I love crochet shirts, and a shirt like this will definitely make you stand out, I get it, sometimes it's just too far out of your comfort zone. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the best shirts to be looking at for the back to school season is graphic tees, and the one that I'm wearing right now is one of my favorite ones that I've been wearing. It's a vintage wash Camaro t-shirt, and let me tell you, if you're into that vintage graphic look, you gotta check out the ones from Hollister. But you also need to look at some bottom pieces, because they have some of the best pants, from black jeans, light wash jeans, cargo pants, chino pants, literally anything that you might need. And for me, I love these chinos. In fact, when I was a sophomore in high school, I decided to pick up my first pair of chinos, and they so happen to be from Hollister. And to this day, I'm still wearing chinos from Hollister. So they're timeless. They're definitely the pants that I'm recommending the most. But like I said, those essential ones you can't go wrong with. And so if you like any of the pieces and you want them for yourself, or you want to browse around for the best back to school clothes, you have to act fast and pick them up in time for school. I know for some of you, you're already back, but it's never too late to pick up these clothes to stand out from everybody else. So all the links are going to be in the description, so make sure to go ahead and check out Hollister. The next thing that you need is some good fragrances. Look, you should aim to be the best smelling person when you go back to school. And honestly, it's not that hard, because let's be real, most guys in high school, most guys in school in general, they do not wear fragrances. So it's either they're neutral, or there's also those people that just smell bad. And the safest way to make sure that you never smell bad is with some good cologne. And so this is your time to shine. Like I said, nobody else is wearing them in school, so you got to be that guy who smells great. Now, when it comes to fragrances for school, you don't want anything too heavy. You don't want the person sitting next to you in class to get a headache. I recommend it's going to be something fresh, something subtle, something light. There are plenty of fragrances to do that. And in my experience, I didn't pick up a designer fragrance until after high school, and I really wish I did before. The main thing that stopped me was that price. So if it's too steep for you, I completely understand. There are some affordable options. There's also subscription-based products to get designer fragrances for a cheaper price. Whatever works best for you, as long as you're wearing some sort of cologne, you're definitely going to be ahead of everybody else going back to school. The next thing that you need to go back to school is some hair products. Look, you don't want to be that guy walking around that didn't do anything to his head and is still walking around with bed head. And surprisingly enough, that's very common when you go to school. Nobody cares about their hairstyle, and so it's either they don't do anything, or the majority of people only just put water. That's cool if you're blessed with the top 1% genetics when it comes to your hair, but for all of us who don't have that type of genetics, you need something to style your hair. And one thing that I learned after high school that I really wish I learned before is getting hair products that work specifically for your hair type. So for me personally, I have wavy hair, so getting hair products that make my hair even wavier or bring out those waves has made me look 10 times better. So if you have wavy or curly hair, get hair products for that. If you have straight hair, you could pretty much use any clay you want. But the next thing you have to think about is what kind of hairstyle that you want. If you want something natural, go with something with a light hold. And for those of you who need to hear it, stop wearing hair gel. Hair gel is the worst hair product out there because it doesn't do anything good for your hair. It's gonna make your hair stiff, it's gonna make your hair ugly, and so stay away from hair gel. At very least, try some pomades or try some clays, but again, it depends on what hairstyle you're going for. Hair products for this hairstyle are completely different from a hairstyle with these products. Look, I mentioned earlier that the main school essentials that everybody need is a backpack, notebooks, all these things that are essential for school, but that's gonna be essential for your education, so they're very important. But again, they're just not going to make you stand out. But that doesn't mean everything in your backpack has to be towards that. In fact, you should have some things in your backpack that will make you stand out by having them help you with little fixes with your outfit, with your face, anything like that. And so here are the little things that you should be carrying in your backpack. First one being is some Vaseline. I use Vaseline as a lip balm. For me personally, I just hate chapstick. I hate any of those things. The ones that work best for me is Vaseline. So getting a small one that you carry in your bag, whenever you feel like your lips are chapped, whenever you need to revamp your lips, this one is gonna come in clutch. And again, it's only about $2. This next one is very underrated, and that is gonna be a lint roller. I always say, but the fastest way to kill any outfit is with lint, is with pet hair. Anything that sticks to your outfit that's not supposed to be there, it makes you look sloppy, makes you look bummy, and it can all be fixed very quickly with a lint roller. Also, I can't be the only one that has gone out and realized that I spent the last few hours smelling something and I just can't quite figure out what it is. And then you realize that that smell is you. You forgot to put it on deodorant. So another thing that you need to carry in your bag is some deodorant. And for me, this next one isn't as essential, but it always helped me in school, and that is going to be some AirPods or literally any type of earphones, headphones. I was not a very social person, and so I preferred listening to music whenever I was walking to my classes. Any chance I got, I would pop in earbuds, not only because I preferred it, it was a way for me to skip out on conversations that I really didn't want to be a part of. So if you feel the same way, definitely pick up something to listen to music with. And honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. One thing that I wish I did earlier is start listening to podcasts or audibles rather than listening to music, but that one is completely up to you. Especially in school, most people just don't care about how they look, but you don't want to be that kind of person, and you want to stand out from everybody else, and everything in this list is going to help you do exactly that. And a few times I've mentioned some things that I know now that I wish I knew in high school, but if you want to see a video about everything I learned after high school that I really wish I learned earlier, I have a video that's going to show you exactly that. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Later.